Hello, I'm Seamus Dever, and I play Detective Kevin Ryan on the show Castle, and this is
Jon Huertas, and we're watching A Death in the Family.
episode 110 of season 1 of Castle.
So,
Oh, this guy.
remember him?
Yeah, I remember him.
He didn't talk much. No, it's not because he was...
No, he had...
That's not a joke. He had the plastic wrapped around his face almost the entire
No, that's
time.
true. That was a hot day, too, when he was in this thing over here. Do you remember how he...
Remember he panicked? It was like a panic attack? Oh, wait, let's look good today. How about this guy from Star Trek?
I wish I would have met him, because I always admired him.
He's a fabulous actor.
And also the little movie...
Which one?
Oh, what was the movie? Dennis Quaid, where he goes inside of someone's body.
I just figured since you're the best forensic...
Oh,
Inner Space. Inner Space. He was really good.
He was good in Inner Space.
He played that foreign cowboy, the guy who dressed up with the spurs, saying, I'm an old cowhand from the Rio Grande. Don't you remember that?
That's what's great about the show is that how many people that we kind of grew up watching or as young actors that really admired and noted their work, and we get to work with them.
Yeah, and they just come on, like you grew up watching them, and all of a sudden they're like coming out, hanging out on our show.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, how exciting is that for? I mean,
Susan Sullivan, it was always nice to work with her.
Yeah, what was that show that she was on? Falcon Crest?
Oh, Falcon Crest. That was just over in Europe, and they're still showing that.
Oh, really? I used to watch that show, too.
They show it right after Murder, She Wrote in Ireland.
Wasn't she hot on Falcon?
She was. She's still hot. Look at her.
She is pretty hot.
Yeah.
Her legs, too.
Every once in a while we get to work with her, and she gets... that poker game was really the only time we got to work with her.
Yeah.
A couple episodes ago, and she was flirting with us, because
she's hot.
Because she's hot, and she's allowed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is the episode where she has a...
She has a date to the prom.
You just spoiled it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She was about to tell
In
him.
case you didn't watch this already and are just tuning in to watch the special features, she has a date to the prom, and I'm sorry I ruined it. I'm such a jerk.
But I remember I was kind of excited because, first of all, when we did the pilot,
Yeah.
I just feel like she's grown up so much since then. Like,
Yeah.
height, just she looks more mature.
Because it's almost like a year that
Yeah.
passed. You know what? They grow up so quick.
They do. When I was reading the pilot, I was like, a prom date? Isn't she like 11?
Is this the little girl I did a pilot with?
So I can go.
Of course you can go.
Oh, that was nice.
I'm gonna need a dress.
There was a funny moment, like in 109, when he like picked her up or something. There was this like surprised look in her face when Castle picked her up. And it was pretty adorable. I just have to say.
Wait, it's funny, Nathan doesn't have any kids, but he fits the father.
He's very fatherly. Do you think
Figure
Nathan will
pretty
ever
well.
have kids?
He just needs to quit bossing me around like he's my dad.
Oh, come on. She says he's quiet. He keeps
This is the day.
This was hot.
Very hot day.
And if you look at around,
Alexis got invited to prom.
sorry, Arsene, we shouldn't talk about this.
We have to talk
Worried
about
he's a
it.
serial killer? You should
No.
be no worries. He's a teenage boy.
Walk in between. We don't want to interrupt the brilliance.
And satellite TV and the internet.
No, you can interrupt.
15's the new 25.
I remember I hit him kind of hard once, and I had to apologize.
That was an improv.
Yes, it was.
Improv.
That was. We do that a lot on this show. They sort of open it up.
Yeah.
I mean, within reason.
Yeah, which I think is great.
Look for the VIN number.
They rein us in.
And here's that shot that they composed where this is the team. We've got Laney, Ryan,
And
Beckett, Castle, and Esposito.
That's a nice shot. I'd love a still of that. It's
great
Maybe like
shot.
an autograph under everyone's name.
You want me to autograph a picture for you?
For like your rookie card or something underneath that. No, I can, because I can sell it at like sports memorabilia shows. You know, just like everybody there. Everyone's
I sell actually most of the stuff I get
Do
from
you?
Castle on eBay.
Is that like all those pictures I gave you?
Yeah.
You sold those.
I sold those on eBay. Thanks.
Those are for your collection.
Yes.
I was expecting those on your wall, and you sold
Well,
them.
it
That's
bought
terrible.
me a couple of new pieces of art for my wall. Thanks.
Well, you know, I'm glad I contributed to.
So this is the day. This is the day that the
God,
guy.
it's so
Remember, he
hot.
freaked out. But no, but he
Yeah.
was so hot. The plastic's over his face.
And
he
this
couldn't
take
breathe.
is pretty long. I mean, this is about a 2.5 minute scene, and it was hot.
By the way, everybody, he doesn't really look like that. That is prosthetic makeup. We have a fabulous special effects makeup team.
And that's a real guy, though. That's not a dummy. I
That's
think
not a
probably
dummy.
people will see that.
I mean,
and
I
go,
don't know
"That
if
was
he.
a real guy.
I don't know if he graduated college. I mean, I'm not saying he's a dummy.
I mean,
if he didn't.
we're not
but I'm
talking about his
saying
intelligence. No, I
he's
got
not a-
that from what
yeah.
you said.
He's
but
not a dummy,
He's
but-
not a dummy.
It's a real guy. That's
He's
a real
not
guy.
a mannequin, is what I should have said. That's a
He's
real
an
fella.
actor.
Yeah.
That's him again.
His fiance.
Yeah, it was hot that day.
She reported him missing a week ago.
Hey, how come
See
I'm
if
not
you
in that
have any
scene?
luck with the car.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for including me, Huertas.
All right, thanks.
Went to the morgue without me. Thanks.
I like looking at dead bodies.
Appreciate it.
Ms. Morantz, I'm Kate Beckett.
This girl,
The
she
detective working
was
on your
really good
fiance's
as well.
case. I'm very sorry about your loss.
I watched after exiting that scene. I did my Barack walk down the hallway.
Right.
Then I turned around and I watched.
What is a Barack walk? Like you walk down the hallway like strong, like Barack Obama?
Yeah, I
Is
have.
that what it is?
I have a I do the Barack walk. That's part of my character.
Is it really? You never told me this. This is the first I'm hearing of any of this.
Yeah, it's my Obama walk.
You do your Obama walk.
Yeah.
Is Josh
I think
involved?
she
like
seems a
just-
little young for him, don't you? But,
Who?
you know, that's just me. The wife.
No.
I mean, maybe he was just all, you know, scarred up and...
Yeah, he's all beat up. No, he's only 30. He's 35 on the show.
He's 35?
His character's supposed to be
Oh
35.
my God.
Or
Really?
I'm a detective.
distracted.
I note these things.
Fine. I mean, we were gonna meet.
Her hair's a little disheveled, though, isn't it?
Well, because that's to show that she's, you know, been rolling around on the floor
No, it's
in grief. I've seen it many times. That's what happens. People roll on the floor in grief. It's the first instinct for some people. I know it sounds weird, but...
I think Nathan asked her out.
133rd
Did he really?
I'm asking. Did he
Oh, I
propose?
don't know. No, he didn't.
Midtown tunnel to the LIE.
But damn, he's handsome. Look at that jawline of his. Not there, that's her, but, you know.
He'd always call.
She's got a strong jawline too, but, you know. But Nathan, he's...
Very pretty girl.
You know what most of the people say when they say, I'm working with Nathan?
Actually, I really like
Oh,
that scene.
God. This is the scene. Do you remember how many times we had to reset the board and count how many times you actually see the board on this? Big fat goose egg. Fiance at a cake shop in Great Neck. How do you wind up dead on a street in Harlem?
Maybe he had secrets even his fiance didn't know about.
Mhm.
Maybe he secretly made a living out of
Look at me.
using a certain
That, ladies and gentlemen, was me not finding my light. If you could, if you noticed, there was a shadow across my. Now there's not.
I
There's
like
not a
this
shadow.
moment. I like this moment when he does it.
Found my light.
Because he's still thinking about like lines for the. Okay, they showed the murder board once, but they didn't show us actually setting it.
Do people at home understand about not finding my light? Do they understand like that's something that a lot of people don't know is that actors, we don't just learn our lines, come up with choices. We actually have this technical part of our job. We have to find our mark, not block other actors' lights, find our lights, not
not
step on each other's lines.
And don't step on Nathan's lines because you know you can get fired that way. So you just gotta. That's like
well,
that's
you
like
can get fired.
Right. No, I mean that was like in my contract. Just,
Yeah.
From day one. You
Yeah.
know. That was like written in red ink. I remember. It might have been written by Nathan. I don't.
Well, let me
Wait a
see.
minute, I don't know.
I know
if
what his
that's actually
handwriting looks
legal,
like.
But yeah. Yeah.
Look, Nathan's concerned right there. That little wrinkle that he gets right there between his
You're right. He's got like a
eyebrows.
little crease there.
I have the same crease.
It's a little rift. You have that crease.
Yeah.
Oh. You know my forehead.
And I've never met my
Smooth as a
father.
baby. Really. So that's what it is.
When I saw his dad, I
Oh.
was like, whoa,
Haven't been down there. You don't think I have?
you look a
Different?
lot like me.
In that file.
What's the deal?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
My mom did go, in the 70s, she was kind of a flower child type. She might have,
Oh, so there might have
Went to
been some
Canada.
crossover there.
it's all
some,
jokes, ladies and
It's all
gentlemen.
northern, the great white north.
Jokes. None of it true. None of it true.
What do people say when they say you're working with Nathan Fillion? What do they say?
Oh, they always ask me if he's as nice in person
Oh,
as he seems and appears in his character work.
they always say one word.
And
to
I always
me.
say he's Canadian, of course.
Of course he's nice. You know what they all say to me?
What's that?
They say one word. Yummy.
They say yummy.
Yummy.
Now remember this set?
I do.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is not a real doctor's office. This is not a real building. This is actually
A
our
set
soundstage.
that was used for one day.
No,
There's my friend Rachel in the background. Rachel Cohen.
Hey, Rachel. This set was incredible. I mean, the mix of new and old as far as design, and then, I mean, just an amazing construction project.
Yeah, I can't remember. Our UPM, Joan Van Horn, said something about like how much it cost, and I couldn't believe it. And I can't remember a number right now. And
I think this was
I
our
probably
most
shouldn't
expensive.
reveal these things, but
This
that was
one of our-
expensive.
yeah, our most expensive like guest set where Nathan's loft. I don't,
Yeah.
nobody's house is as nice as.
Usually we'd go on location for something like this, but this was amazing. I think we shot like 2 scenes in this, and then this was later in the afternoon or in the evening. This might be like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. But I was pretty amazed about it, and it's just I think that's something to say for our art direction and our departments. What?
She was great. This
was great.
guy,
He was great.
This guy's a friend. What's his character's name?
Oh, I can't remember.
Ortiz or something. He's friends with Laurie Zaks. our executive
Yes,
producer.
that's right.
Met
That's
him in
right.
New York.
That's right. He's a very nice guy. Saw him at a barbecue a couple weeks ago. Oh yeah.
What happened?
She wanted a facelift.
And then
She was really
Sure, he had 3.
Do you remember when Jackie Geary, who's a friend of mine, got called in? She didn't know she was in that scene with us.
Yeah,
and she got called in. They're like, the director's like, well, why isn't she here? Well, she's, okay. So she comes in all disheveled.
Whoa!
Yeah. Oh, this is a fun scene.
Check this out. Did you see my Obama walk?
Yeah, I did. Look at me. Look how close I get to Ruben in this. I'm like sharing airspace with him when they get wider.
Dr. Joshua leads.
Mandatory 1-month treatment.
I don't know. I think you guys watching this should probably hit pause on this, go to the main menu, watch the actual episode, watch the scene without our commentary on it, because Seamus and I were fabulous.
That's true. We play well in a two-shot.
Right? It's like she escaped from the island of Dr. Moreau.
Come on, guys. She's not an animal. She's a human being.
Yeah, I know, but... Wait, are you being sincere or quoting the Elephant Man?
Do you see what's tucked in my arm, by the way?
Yes.
You don't care. You don't even want to talk about it.
You see those soup coolers?
Yes.
That's a profile right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is actually prosthetic makeup. She is not actually like that. So.
How good is our special effects makeup department?
It's amazing, because that people are like, you found that girl. Oh my, this is like 1 in a million, you know, casting. But no, they did that to her.
Yeah,
our people did that. Look at Nathan. Look at the face he's making. Oh.
I don't think that I mean, it would be weird for us to cast a woman. Say, you know, I think the character's name was like, you know, obscene-faced woman.
Obscene-faced woman or something. And
imagine going in for that audition.
Yes.
Like, what would you tell your agent? What do you mean I'm auditioning for obscene-faced?
Like, she doesn't even have a name?
Why does he get to tell me what I can and cannot do? Why does he get to decide what I look
You suppose they were, yeah, and then they're like, no, don't worry, we're going to put prosthetics in it.
Yeah, prosthetic. They pulled her hairline back.
Yeah.
A lot of work. I mean, I think and they actually did a lot of work on this episode. We have the guy that got, you know, beat up, bruising, and his hands, broken hands.
Our special effects guys were put through the paces in this, you might say, back in the old days.
Well, I would never say that.
I accidentally walked into the special effects trailer once when I thought it was our makeup trailer. They were spraying down some woman for episode 105. And I was like, okay. And it was like a body shop.
How about Ruben Santiago Hudson?
Ruben Santiago Hudson.
Big fan of his before I ever got on the show.
Great guy. We talk about theater a lot.
Yeah, he's very, very involved in theater.
I think he's directing something right now. He texted me something that he knows some girl that's a stage manager that knows me.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, he is a fabulous theater director as far as theater acting.
And he's available for hire, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, children's
Tony
parties.
Award-winning Ruben.
Tony
Santiago
Award-winning
Hudson.
Ruben Santiago Hudson. He's available for parties, bat mitzvahs, bar mitzvahs. He brings his own jumpy castle. He's gonna kill me when he sees this.
Oh, the scene. I remember the scene.
What do you think?
Watching. I wasn't there, guys, but I was watching the episode. And what a progression from this dress to the last dress.
It's great, yeah. It's Sal, our wardrobe guy, does some really amazing stuff.
You're not helping.
Lots with colors. Everything's intentional, I think, with Sal.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, he's very specific.
Good color for you.
I love this line that Susan says when she's...
What are you doing?
You can give her a complex.
What?
You look hideous. Are you trying to give her body
This is great.
issues?
Oh, yeah.
Great parenting
She
scene.
already has body image issues.
That's a brilliant line.
Yes.
Oh, I remember when I was her age, I had body image issues, too.
Would you describe
That was
Susan
short.
Sullivan as brassy?
Oh, God, her butt's too
She's
flat.
like, I mean, not like in her color or
Shames.
anything, just brassy, bold,
I already described her to you.
What'd
The
you say?
word was hot.
was hot.
And I hope she watches this and knows that I think she's hot.
I'll tell her to. Silly John said some interesting things about you.
Look beautiful to ourselves. That's what makes us look beautiful.
Now, I thought the first dress was cute, but, you know, was it just that she was more mature? I mean, what adjective would you say for this last dress?
Plastic tiara.
I don't know. Just fit her perfectly.
Fit her perfect. Okay, maybe that's
But I
it.
think what she says to Nathan in this scene is just so poignant.
Here's an interesting thing, though, is because, like, I mean, the dress is pretty, but it's something that says something about the actors, that they make it prettier, even prettier by what Nathan and what Susan are doing. Wouldn't you think?
Absolutely.
It's like something like someone say, oh, yeah, that's a pretty dress, but by the fact that they're so taken with their...
Ladies and gentlemen, great
we
scene coming up.
It's a fun scene.
Secrets in here.
That last two scene, you and I.
Dr. Leeds had a weakness. Energy bars.
I laughed genuinely there.
How about this one? Your next
Hell,
line.
didn't even
Oh,
have
yeah,
any
it's good.
porn on his computer.
That's weird.
I know.
He's weird. Who doesn't have porn on their computer?
Checkbook.
The guy locked up
This
his
office,
check.
look, all that whole wall is wood.
This is the only scene this was actually used for.
Catering invoices.
Maybe
So
somebody
they built this
for their wedding.
room, this
Room
office,
just for our
just
scene.
for us.
Yep, that's it.
For me and you. Don't. I kind of feel special right now.
I do. They spent a lot of money on our scene.
These aren't all wedding files.
It shows that they love us.
And people at home don't understand that like we have to make all this stuff, all these forms actually have the characters' names on them.
And we have to fill out all those forms. I mean, I do that after hours. You don't?
No, that's not part of my job. That's part of yours.
Oh, really?
Because you are still new.
I did all that redaction. By the way, look at how handsome you are there. Look at you. Look at that. Steamy. That's what I would say.
Steamy?
Steamy.
Is that that's my attitude or that's my look?
No, that's the feeling I get looking
Get
at you
steam.
there.
You just see steam.
Look who's in the background behind us. Hey, poor Jackie Gary.
Where is she? She's not even
She's
here.
behind the scene. Well, it's because she
wasn't even supposed to work.
Everyone's seen this before, so we can say she's the killer. So this is called Hide the Killer. Nobody watches just the commentary first. They watch the episode and then you're like, oh, that's intriguing, Jon Huertas. I saw him on Generation Kill. I'm going to see what he has to say about episode 110.
Wait, nobody watches the episodes with the commentary on first?
No, you're not supposed to. Everyone do it. You go, oh, I don't want to hear this first. It'll ruin everything. They know that.
I've been doing wrong all these years.
There's spoilers. We're letting things go, so we can feel free.
The hospital can't find the file. It's like it never happened.
Who did you talk to?
Patient information?
Well, that was your first mistake.
Look, there he goes, making you look stupid again.
No, he's shown insight. Nobody else knew this. You didn't know this.
I didn't know this.
See?
But he always tries to make you look stupid. Actually, it's not.
And neither did she. Stana didn't know it either. Well, Stana might have known it. Beckett didn't know it.
Beckett didn't know it.
So,
Stana knew it because she read the script.
that's a good point.
No, I appreciate it.
By the way, this is our bullpen. I love our bullpen. I can't wait to get back to it for season 2 because it's amazing.
Another huge set.
Yeah, huge.
Wire transfer.
Just in detail. You can't ever see the flooring, but
Find on this account
they
number.
weathered the floor.
So
Oh,
Alexis
by the way, I
Frank
like
texted
this
her?
scene.
Yeah, cute one too. Boy, can't believe my little girl's going to prom.
You're not supposed to stop
Well,
talking.
me and Castle bond here, real quick.
Do you?
I've only seen this episode once.
What do you mean?
See,
You mean you don't watch
You got
it?
my attention. Look at that.
You don't watch it over and over again like I do?
No, I don't.
He and I are alone.
Once and then I burn it. What?
Just talking about the hazing during prom.
What do you do?
Checked my wallet for condoms. Showed me his gun collection. My hands were shaking so bad I could barely put on the corsage.
Did that really happen?
What'd your dad do?
No. I mean, yes. I mean, no.
I don't know.
Like, just the horror. Just for a second, there's this, like,
When you finally came out.
sense of, like,
You know,
him
actually,
thinking
now that
about
you mention
pulling
it,
out
he
that
looks
head.
Well, that's the thing. Like you guys,
And this whole time,
but you,
See?
like that's
Yeah, you
what,
like that?
what went into the scene is you and him talking about like creating. That's one thing that actors do before we film something is we talk about
You're never gonna believe this.
how
what'd you find?
we're going to build the scene, how we're going to arc the scene to make it interesting for the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, this stuff, it's not just on the page. It has to be cultivated. It's a combination
is
of
this- is
writers, actors, and
It's true. It's a collaborative
sometimes
process.
directors.
Isn't we talk about hard candy?
If Dr. Leeds was
Do you remember the part they cut with all the stuff when you're walking away? It's pretty hot, too. And
Yeah,
I'm- and
ladies and
I'm-
gentlemen, there's an extra line in this scene. It was an improv that they didn't put in there.
Ask hard candy?
And I think I mouthed to Castle, no, she's
Assistant U.S. Attorney Candace Robinson.
Yeah, right after this line.
Makes mobsters cry.
And then I said, she's hot too.
And I said,
And they took it out.
and I said, no, she's not.
Whether or not you have
But she is hot.
No, she is, but yeah, but we have to have, a lot of times what we do with Esposito and Ryan, or at least what I don't know if we've made this consciously as a choice, but we sort of make opposite choices, which is fun. It's like you feel one thing, I sort of check in and like, what are you thinking
Yeah,
during
it's
this
true.
scene?
I like feel the right thing, kind of feel the wrong thing.
Yeah, no, what I do is I go after the wrong thing. That way there's, a foil and I look stupid. Yeah. No, we just make a choice of like, I think she's hot, you think she's hot, and I think she's mean.
But you're doing that just to do the opposite of what I'm doing
Well, this is
your
conflict.
character actually thinks that she's hot. 'Cause who
Conflict
wouldn't
is
think
the nature of drama.
that DA right there was hot.
She is, but she's mean to me.
It's the hottest DA we've ever
But
seen.
she's mean to me. I can't look past the facade of that. So this is the example of the kind of things that we like to choose.
Ladies and gentlemen, maybe pay attention to season 2. I'm lobbying to get her to become my love interest for season 2. Pay
We'll see if
attention to
that
season
happens.
2, and you might see her pop up again. You might see a little electricity between the two of us.
Like a kid at a candy store.
Now I think
Jon
this scene
Huertas.
right here. You guys at home probably know that we shoot this series in L.A.
We do?
We double it as New York.
We do.
Yeah. But this scene right here, as they were walking up, I mean, this street looks so much like New York. It fooled me. I thought that I was left out. I thought that these two got to go back to New York, shoot that scene. Even this bar scene
You know where
looks
this is?
like New York.
This is Cole's. This is the oldest restaurant in Los Angeles. And the place where the French dip sandwich was invented.